Hi, I'm Kit from kitpates.tv, and today we are talking about Thorpe Park's Fright Nights 2020, and it's called the Fearstival. It's like festival, but obviously scary. It's a clever name. So this year, I wasn't sure exactly how Fright Nights would work, but last night Thorpe Park released all the information, and I've got it all here, and I'm going to share it with you with a few thoughts and musings along the way. But yeah, it's going to be very different this year, like pretty much everything has been different this year. But it's good to see that Thorpe Park are at least making an effort to have some sense of normality. So yeah, let's have a little look at what they're offering. So Thorpe Park Fright Nights runs from the 9th to the 11th of October, and then from the 16th of October right through until the 1st of November. So there's a good long run and a good couple of weeks to catch it. So yeah, I'd recommend booking in advance though, because it will sell out, especially with things as they are at the moment. But what's on the lineup? Well, let's have a little look. Now, mazes aren't really a thing this year. No, it's all about the scare zone. There are a lot of scare zones, and I suppose that's good because the scare zones take place outside. They can be done at a distance, and there's just no enclosed spaces or anything like that. So it's kind of understandable. So lots of different areas of the park are going to be turned into scare zones. So obviously it's probably not a good idea to take your toddler during the Fearstival, but if you like having the willies put up you, not like that, then I definitely recommend it. So let's have a little look at the scare zones. So first up is Creek Freaks Unchained. Now, Creek Freak Massacre was their new maze last year, located in Old Town, and from what I can tell, basically it's kind of all that, you know, country bumpkins angry with chainsaws, but just out of the building, and they will be running amok in Old Town from 3 PM each day. So I imagine there's just going to be a lot of chasing with chainsaws. That's pretty fine by me. I like being chased by someone wielding a huge weapon. And then we've got the Fearstival Arena, which is going to be in the dockyard. Maybe the area where Bouncezilla was? I don't know. That's the dockyard, isn't it? I'm a bit rubbish with my Thorpe Park geography, I'm not going to lie to you. But it says on the press release, step into the dusty and dilapidated Fearstival Arena and witness the notorious compere and their freakish cast astonish and disturb the willing spectators. The cabaret of carnage may sound fun, but will it leave you shaking with fear, capital letters, or grinning in awe? So, you know, that's more of a kind of Fearstival vibe, I guess. I don't know. Now, something that is really interesting is the Swarm Invasion. Now, obviously, the Swarm tells the story of an alien invasion, and the Swarm is the actual alien flying around, swooping and causing damage and mayhem. And it seems they're doing a scare zone on Swarm Island with the aliens coming to get the guests. I think that's a really interesting idea. The Swarm Island is so brilliantly themed and very immersive. And I think it would be great to have some actors just sort of scaring the bejesus out of guests around there. Be interested to see what the Swarm aliens look like. Will there be lots of sort of people that have been injured by the aliens? I don't know, but it's very interesting that you'll be able to go to Swarm Island. Because it's sort of like a separate area of the park in its own right, I think that will make it feel a little bit more scary. Yeah, I do love the Swarm as a ride, and I think I'm looking forward to the Swarm Invasion as a scare zone. And those pesky blood-sucking teens will be back as well, just outside Stealth from 3 PM each day. Terror at Amity High is back. I do like the vampires, they're very good. They just sort of... That is a technical term. That's what they say to the actors. You've just got to... But yeah, I love the sort of the high school vibe there that they have. I love hanging out around Stealth at the best of times, but yeah, I like the Amity High scare zone as well. And the next scare zone is the Howling of Lycanthorpe High, and that's going to be around the Cantina area, and yeah, that's going to be sort of werewolves. So you've got the Amity High vampires, you've got the Lycanthorpe High werewolves. Ooh, it's going to be like Teen Wolf. Oh! But yeah, it'll be interesting to see some werewolves running around that area as a scare zone, again from 3 PM each day. And also around the park will be the crows. There's not really much information about them. They look a bit scarecrowy, maybe. They're just going to be dotted around the park, leaping out of the shadows. Scarecrows are scary at the best of times. It's in their name. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the crows works, and I'm well up for being chased by a scarecrow. Come get me, scarecrows. You can't scare me. You can, I'm very scared. And also in the Angry Birds Theatre, they have got the Screenplex cinema running again. They just show sort of horror shorts and stuff like that. I've never actually done that. Never actually been in there. So yeah, I can't really tell you much about that. What a terrible journalist I am. I'm not even a journalist. I'm just an idiot with a camera. And of course, with Fright Nights being Fright Nights, you can get to do all the rides in the dark until 9 PM. That's right. It seems that Fright Nights are closing an hour earlier this year. I'm pretty certain in previous years they've been open till 10. Yeah, so basically you can ride the rides from 10 AM till 9 PM. And it's great doing the rides in the dark. Swarm in the dark is a highlight, as is Stealth. They're all great, to be completely honest with you. But what about the mazes, Kip, I hear you ask? Yeah, you did ask that. Well, there are some mazes, 2 in fact, and yeah, unsurprisingly, they are outdoor mazes. So Platform 15 makes its return. It's been there for a few years now, and I do enjoy Platform 15. It's going to be interesting to see how they do some of the elements of it. If you've been on it before, there's a very long tunnel section, and I don't know how that's going to work. You know, can you have a tunnel section, an enclosed tunnel section that people touch the sides of? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, Platform 15 is back. It is a firm favourite with fans, but hopefully the sort of restrictions will mean that there are some changes to it, so it gives it a little bit of a refresh, and yeah, there might be a few more surprises along the way. It does evolve slightly each year, which is really positive to see, but yeah, I'm just interested in how some of the elements will work. And also, there is another maze, which is a new maze, and that is the Roots of Evil. It looks like to me it's going to be sort of in the same area where the Blair Witch maze was, so in the forest. And the press release says, unearth the horrors that lurk within a forsaken forest and prepare to meet terrifying abominations that dwell within. Move discreetly through the dark undergrowth and pray your presence goes unnoticed, or risk becoming one of the forgotten forever. Ooh. Yeah, I enjoy the mazes that Thorpe Park do in the sort of wooded area. It just adds an extra kind of vibe to it. And also, you know, with the things as how they are, it's good to have an outdoor maze. Hopefully the British weather is kind. We will see. So yeah, it's good to see a nice shiny new maze coming for 2020. There has been a little bit of controversy this year with the way that the mazes work, and they are an additional charge. So on top of your £44 day ticket, the mazes are an additional £10 each on top of that. I think you get an annual pass discount as well. I think they're like £9 or £8 for annual pass holders, which is helpful. But it has upset a lot of people that Thorpe Park are charging for the mazes, and seemingly charging so much. Bottom line is, they need to. It's a way of controlling numbers. It's a way of generating income. And bottom line is, if you don't want to pay to do the mazes, then don't do it. They've got plenty of scare zones and stuff around the park to balance it all out. And also, because there are so few Halloween events going on this year, what you're saving by not going to other Halloween events, you can spend at Thorpe Park. And I've seen a lot of sort of angry people online saying, oh, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. But this year, things are going to be completely different. Hopefully just this year, and then next year things will return to normal. But 10 quid a maze, it's not the best in the world. But ultimately, if you want to do scare mazes, it's going to be different this year. So I don't really blame Thorpe Park for doing it. It's just, it is what it is. But I guess you need to book your tickets early to avoid disappointment, because I imagine, like most sort of the busy periods, with the fact you have to pre-book tickets at the moment, it's going to sell out pretty quickly because the Fright Nights are very, very popular. I'm still not sure how I feel about Fright Nights and scare events this year in general. I love them. If you followed this channel for a very long time, you'll know that I absolutely adore going to Thorpe Park and being terrified, and Alton Towers and Tully's and everything like that. And I've been trying out different and new places, but I don't know how I feel about it this year. I really don't know how I feel about it. I know absolutely that Thorpe Park will be doing their absolute best to ensure guests are safe and looked after, and they abide by all the guidelines that are available. It's just like when I went to Alton Towers. Alton Towers were doing everything they could do to make it as safe as humanly possible. But they aren't the problem. Thorpe Park isn't the problem. Alton Towers isn't the problem. It's the general public. Once they're a bit giddy and excited, I'm scared that social distancing will go out the window. Will people wear masks in mazes? People do a lot of things they shouldn't do in mazes, so I don't know. I really want to go to Fright Nights, but I'm genuinely scared, not of the wonderful creations that the Thorpe Park Ents team have come up with. I don't know. I just feel a bit uncomfortable. So I don't know what kind of coverage I'm going to bring you this year, if I'm completely honest with you. We will see. But yeah, Thorpe Park have done so well, and I know the staff are working really hard right now to make a really incredible Fright Nights for everyone and try and make it as normal as possible in these crazy times. Do I want to go? I really want to go, but am I scared about going? Absolutely. So that is all the news so far on the Fright Nights Fearstival. The day tickets are £42 per person if you book in advance right now, and you can get tickets for it now, so I thoroughly recommend booking up, and annual pass holders can book, although you might have a restriction, especially if you've got a standard pass. I think there's some kind of restrictions on that. I'm a terrible journalist. I'm not a journalist. I don't know. But anyway, you can find out. You've got Google. Also, it's worth noting that they do say that Fearstival is suitable for children aged 13 or over. So, as I said earlier, don't take your toddlers unless you want them mentally scarred for life. You might do, but then you're a terrible parent. Right, that is it from me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be back soon for some more vlogging fun. See ya!